So, Midori is trending on Twitter, and as many of you guys know who follow gaming and Nintendo stuff in particular, which I assume most of you watching this do, she is known for having some of the most accurate leaks about games from Sega and Atlus, as well as sometimes some Nintendo things. Them and Pioro are really the two most credible leakers in this part of the gaming community. So with the Nintendo Direct coming later this month, you might think that she's been leaking a lot of stuff in regards to that, but no. They are actually trending because they got exposed for being a man. Yeah, they were pretending to be like this Japanese girl for whatever reason. Maybe to help keep themselves anonymous for when they leak things. Maybe to get some weird satisfaction that people will simp over her. You would think the reason would be somewhere here in this long Twitter thread about pretending to be a different gender. But the only thing we really have to go off is this tweet where they say, the Midori persona, as it is, may not be a real person, but it is what I believe to be an accurate representation of a real person, albeit in a particularly strange way that I wish I did not use, but it was never to manipulate people or appear more credible, which is just like the weirdest response. This fake persona I made for myself is an accurate representation of somebody in the world. Yeah, there's billions of people in the world. I'm sure what you're pretending to be matches with one of those billion people, right? But it's just so weird. This thread is so long. They go into like their ADHD medication. It's like, bro, I just want to see what the next Sonic game is. I just want to see what's in the next Nintendo Direct. This is just so weird. They say they're not going to leak stuff anymore. It's just kind of sad because, you know, the leaks are exciting for gaming YouTubers to talk about as well as people who are really excited to find out what's next. Like, is this worth such a long thread? Like, you're just weird, bro. You're just weird. And people are going wild with the jokes and pointing out Midori's hypocrisy in the thread. Like Equinox here, who shares this tweet where they say, "Thank you for friend requests, but I have a boyfriend, so I don't want to date right now. You can date in Persona games, so you can do that instead. I hope you find a cool girlfriend soon." Like, they're clearly just, I don't know, getting off to or having fun doing this caricature. It's weird, it's cringe. Is it worth this big of a response? Is it worth, like, I don't know, abandoning what you were doing just because people are mad that you're not a girl? I don't know, but it is really, really funny. Because if you click on the Midori trending tab here, it just has some of the funniest tweets in regards to this. VTubers when they accidentally turn on their camera, it's a man. Pioro, who is the other credible leaker, watching the Midori stuff go down, hoping no one realizes he isn't actually a bird. The cartoon villains taking off the mask. This one is really funny because not only were they pretending to be a girl, but they were pretending to be Japanese when they're actually white.
I've been a lot of things before, but I've never been a giant cracker.
Yeah, this one. Oh my god, dude, that one's kind of epic. We have Dwight from The Office pretending to be an Asian. This picture, I wish I was a cute schoolgirl instead of a hood guy from the Bronx. Midori plot twist. It's just some great fun. And the person who's probably having the most fun with this is Sega and Nintendo and whoever else got their stuff leaked by Midori. They're probably very frustrated with it, and finally they get some catharsis by people literally leaking Midori's gender, which I just think it's funny that the leaker got something they don't want shared leaked. Not that I have an issue with leakers. I actually think it's quite fun when people leak things, especially when there's like a dry spell within the certain category of gaming that they are leaking. One of my favorite methods of stuff being leaked is what Pioro has done with like Mario Wonder, where he's like, this Direct is going to be wonderful. Or with the Mario vs. Donkey Kong remake announcement, he showed footage of Mario vs. Donkey Kong from the movie, and people, you know, interpreted that as maybe like a new Donkey Kong game or something like that. So I like these little hints where it doesn't really give away what is being shown, but it makes sense in hindsight once it is revealed. And it does ensure us that, you know, something is coming soon. It's fun to talk about. I think that way of leaking is cool. Straight up leaks, where it just shows something. I'm not as big of a fan of those. I'm not gonna be, like, morally against it or anything like that, because at the end of the day, it's just video games, but it does ruin some of the surprise for announcements. Like, knowing that Sonic X Shadow Generations was a thing before the trailer came out. Obviously made the trailer a little less hype in some regards when I saw it, even though I did love it. But regardless, I think the leak of Midori's gender is definitely my favorite leak from them so far. Me opening up Twitter to see why Midori is trending.
Oh shit, it's a white guy!
Midori being Mystic Distance is literally this moment. Midori / Mystic Distance transforming into Wario. That's awesome. And then, oh, the best stuff to come out of this is definitely tweets like these. That one horny motherfucker finding out Midori was a white man all along and not a Japanese woman. We have this post that Liam from Did You Know Gaming posted, where Midori says, "I'm a girl, but the replies are funny to me." And then this person like completely simps. "So, from my calculations, you're in your late 20s or early 30s. You tweeted that you played Persona 3 Portable when you were in high school. Persona 3 Portable came out in 2009. That means 14 years ago. You was a high schooler, so you must be 15 to 18, I think. 14 plus 18 equals 32. So, can I get your number? Midori, I'm one of your old fans. I love you so much. I read your every tweet. I print your viral ones. Some of them are on the walls in my room. I was in depression when you left me. The day you returned is the happiest day of my life. Thank you for brightening my life, heart emoji." And then after she gets exposed as being a man, "Experiencing 100 9/11s at once right now. Call an ambulance for me." So, yeah, the Midori stuff has been very funny, but now I guess they are no longer going to be leaking, so the most accurate leaker I guess we'll have that is actually active is Pyoro, which, you know, I don't really mind because Pyoro, I've liked their methods of leaking way better than Midori's because it's more like kind of fun and vague and not as just like straight up here's the information. But yeah, I guess Midori is no more. They are leaving the internet because it got found out that they are a man. Definitely some weird terminally online type behavior to do that, but their big claim to fame in life is leaking video game info, so I guess it's kind of to be expected that they would be a little weird. And this weirdness kind of is confirmed as this person named Zach came out and said, "So you're telling me my ex-boyfriend was fucking Midori this whole time? Y'all, it was a quick relationship. I was his mental therapist for a month straight, and he ended up catching feelings for me. Remember, kids, never give too much if you don't receive shit in return. I have absolutely no proof of any of that, so if y'all don't want to believe me, I don't care. Both me and him were on old Discord accounts that are long gone. I owe the man nothing. He caused me pain and made me feel like shit during COVID. I don't really know why this part is relevant. And then shit is years old too. So I guess they just had a grudge against Midori and they wanted to come out and expose them now that they've been exposed as a man. They talk about how they got ghosted by him. They also make multiple voice memos and claim that they were an abuser, saying stuff like, "I want him gone, he caused me so much shit," talking about how they were groomed at 17 and possibly human experimented on, and even looking at their posts, it's very clear that this person is just kind of like an anime Discord person who is mad at someone who pissed them off. Like, I'm not gonna invalidate their feelings, but like, calling them a groomer and like a pedo in all caps, I think it's just a little too far. I think this is just someone who had a really bad experience with this person, which is valid, but they're trying to twist it into something more malicious because Midori is now getting exposed. Like, this allegedly happened years ago. They're just coming out with this now. So as cringe as Midori is, I don't think it's fair to be calling them a pedophile or a groomer just based on the fact that they were venting to a 17-year-old. We don't really have any proof that there was any sexual activity between them. I don't know, I just hope that Pyoro isn't involved in any of this Discord degenerate shit either, because I want those Nintendo Direct leaks, dude. I want to know what comes out next. Please don't go and harass anybody mentioned in this video. I think these people are getting dogpiled enough. Anyways, if you want to keep up to date with gaming news, don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you in another video.